My name is Damon Garcia and I'm starting a church in the Culver City area and I need your help. Ever since I can remember, I've always felt deeply burdened that I'm supposed to do something incredibly meaningful with my short time on this planet. So any creative idea I had growing up, I'll just go for it. And so I grew up writing stories and songs and making films and music videos and performing rap and spoken word and for hundreds of people, and I would make friends with other people who felt burdened to create things. Then when I was 18, God spoke to me at a time where I was just ready to give up on God. And He told me to be a pastor. And just like any other kid who grew up in the church and saw the good and the bad and the traumatizing, I said no. But eventually God wore me down as all my other friends began telling me the same thing. I could see you being a pastor. And then all of a sudden I realized these gifts and passions I had for conveying meaning and messages in innovative ways and for gathering people around a vision were actually well fulfilled as a pastor. And I never realized it before. When I realized this, I started a group of friends that gathered together to talk about life, the Bible, and what it means to be a Christian today. I led the group and it became a flourishing group of discipleship and prayer. We called it the Hallway because we gathered together and we came from our different churches, contexts, cliques, and worlds, and then we came together, studied the Bible, and then went back into our churches, cliques, and worlds, and we're better Christians and we're better people. And as the group grew, I realized this is what I wanted to do with my life. When the group had grown to about 30 people, I gave leadership over to some friends and moved to Orange County to join a discipleship program called Catalyst. Catalyst is an ELN, which is a network of schools of ministry in dozens of Foursquare churches across the country. So my track, or my focus, was church planting. So for 2 years, I went through intense discipleship and training and preparation, and my pastors taught me what it means to be a pastor and how to plant churches. I graduated at the end of July. So now it's time for me to completely throw myself into what I've been trained and prepared for. So, I'm 21, and a 21-year-old starting a church sounds crazy, I know, but God has given me a faithful vision and I'm more excited about this than ever. The vision that God has given me for this church is for a church called Signet Body. Now, Signet is in reference to the signet ring that God promised the governor Zerubbabel he would be in the book of Haggai. That promise was fully fulfilled through Zerubbabel's descendant, Jesus. And then Jesus passed on that promise to us as His body in the world. We are God's signet ring. We are God's signature. We are His imprint on the world. He is brought into expression through us loving one another. And even though we are obviously a church, I decided to use the word body in the name instead of church because everything is understood in light of the Eucharist, or Holy Communion, the bread and the cup. Now the Greek word for Eucharist usually translates to the word thanksgiving. So whenever we celebrate Eucharist, we participate in this ancient God-given rhythm of thanksgiving. We receive, we acknowledge, and we express gratitude for the gift of Jesus that God has given to the world, and then we give of ourselves to this responsibility of continuing Jesus' saving work in the world. We become His body. We become His signet ring. We become His signature. We make this happen through our shared values of hospitality, solidarity, and responsibility. Now, these values are reminiscent of the 3-step process of breathing. We inhale oxygen. The oxygen gives the body what it needs, and then we exhale carbon dioxide to give the world what it needs. So, hospitality is the inhale. We welcome all kinds of people from all walks of life into a family of vulgar grace and indiscriminate compassion and love. And then solidarity is the taking care of the body. We learn from each other and we teach one another and we spur one another to do good and to have Christ-like compassion. And then responsibility is the exhale. We use our gifts and resources to give the world what it needs. We do this by helping with causes such as feeding and clothing the homeless, practicing nonviolence, anti-human trafficking, and so much more that God is calling us to do. After a lot of research and prayer, I believe God is calling me to bring this vision to the Culver City area. Culver City is a very small city, which is why I use the word area, in West LA between Hollywood and Venice Beach. I'm currently looking for jobs and a place to live down there, and I have a small but growing group of about 5 people who are also wanting to come and start this church with me because I need a team. But if I'm going to do this right, I'm going to need a lot of help and support. I'm going to a city that I've never lived in with a God-given vision and a bit of nervousness. I need financial support to get me out of Santa Maria and established in Culver City with the basic needs to live while I work to establish myself. The rest of the money will go towards helping my team with whatever they need to get over there as well. And if you guys provide me with enough funds, then that money will go towards helping start and grow the church without any financial difficulties. I want to start the church by meeting in houses and discussing the Bible together, similar to what I've done with the hallway, but this time with a stronger mission and vision and a unique way to complete it. In this dangerously individualistic society, I want to form a family that is intentional with helping and serving in the community that they are in. One of the first things that I want to do is collaborate with organizations with similar intentions so that we can make the work more effective. If you cannot help financially, there are still other ways you can help. First of all, I'm still developing a team, and if you want to be a part of what we're doing, then awesome! Talk to me and we'll get it going. Another way you can help is just by simply spreading this and sharing this around to your family, your friends, everyone, because we need as much support as we can get. Another very important way you can help is through prayer and encouragement, and I'm very serious when I say that I'm going to need all the prayer I can get. And I want to start a prayer team. If you want to be a part of this prayer team, then email the word prayer to signetbody@gmail.com, and I'll keep you updated with everything that's going on and what we need prayer for. So, I've been given this vision, and I look forward to fulfilling God's calling in my life. I want to become an embodiment of Christ in the world, and I want to help as many others as I can to do the same. Your support in helping me do so is greatly appreciated. Thank you.